Hi guys and welcome back to Crypto Chester. My name is Chester and today I'll be walking you through the crypto markets. First things first, I'm going to be starting off with Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame. Then we're going to be moving through to the mid-term. And then you guessed it, the long-term. We're going to be hitting up the long-term. Bit of a golden cross coming through. A lot of things to talk about coming through today there. And then once we're done with Bitcoin, you know what we're going to do. We're going to get to my altcoins of the day. This is 3 altcoins that I've chosen to showcase to you guys today. They are, what you can be expecting is the infamous DOT. We're going to be looking at DOT. We're going to be looking at Tron. And also, we're going to be looking at ALGO as well. A couple of 3 very cool altcoins to be checking out today. And then, you know what part of the show is? Once we've done that bit, it's the altcoin request part of the show. And that's where you get your altcoin requests in the chat. And I do some live TA for you. Simple as that. Right, without further ado, let's do some shout-outs coming through there. We've got Joe Hart straight in the chat there. We've got Phoenix. Last Index. Nice to see the members coming through today. We've got One Manny. We've got Kong. We've got Mindless Musician. We've got Agent Coos. We've got Joseph LR. Restless coming through there. And a dirty Crypto Chester scammer. You're not welcome here, sir. Go away. My community's not going to fall for it. We're too smart here. We're too smart. We're too wired. You don't have a chance here, bro. So just leave. You can go. And Fady, nice to see you on the stream there as well, my good sir, too. But yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into Bitcoin coming through there. And guys, just a little disclaimer coming through. Nothing I say is financial advice. It's just my opinions on what I think might happen in the market. So do not take any trades that I do say on this stream or anything that I do say. Literally, obviously, I do say do your own research, guys. I'm here to educate you on TA, not to give you any sort of trades and all that stuff coming through there. And also, I will never private message you personally. These scammers, they're getting a bit more smart here. No, they're not getting smarter. They're just getting a bit more provident. I think that's the word. They're just there's more of them, right? So yeah, you can see that guy actually copying my logo and everything. So just don't fall for it, guys. I'm not going to message you. I'm not going to private message you ever. And if I do, I'll state it in the group that I'm going to do that, right? So yeah, just don't fall for any of these scammers coming through there, because you're going to lose money. It's as simple as that, right? And we know how crypto can get. So yeah, let's get into Bitcoin, because hello, nice uptrend, bounce point exactly as predicted yesterday. No, yeah, we were talking about a potential bounce point where Bitcoin could bounce yesterday, and hello, it did bounce pretty perfectly, actually, I must say, pretty perfectly, and we've just basically found a lovely little uptrend, right? Found a lovely little uptrend. We're actually in the minx of a bit of a breakout, right? Yes, we are. Bit of a breakout pattern coming through there, looking pretty good, I must say, but still on the ropes. The reason why we're on the ropes, the reason why we're balancing on the fence like a cat, is because we've got this dirty horizontal here. We did see, well, as I was watching this when I was prepping my stream, and I'm sure you guys did see this as well, as we came up to test this horizontal in terms of the resistance at 46,133 there. Yep. You guessed it. We got a bit of swift rejection there. We got a little swift Viva la resistance playing out there. Not too good, not too hot, and it does show the last time that we did see the Viva la resistance from this zone. You can see that filthy, mega crazy dump to the downside there. Grand Canyon base jump. This is what we were seeing here. Grand Canyon base jump. Just a awful candle, right? Big red dildo, I think that's what Crown says, right? So yeah, huge red candle to the downside there, and we're currently sat at the same point where we got rejected last time. So hopefully we don't get rejected and we actually come down and we bounce off this trend line coming down here. As you can see here, the top side of this parallel channel. That's going to be the ideal sort of scenario for a breakout like this. If we are going to be looking to be longing this, we could be looking at some sort of measure move like so here. Obviously, we like our breakouts. We like our retests. That's the ideal scenario here. So if we are going to be getting rejected off this resistance line, which we currently are, what I'm saying is if the Viva la resistance is strong enough here, then the bounce point for us is going to be this 45,650 there. If we can bounce off that, ideal. Granted, we could actually wick a little bit lower, but hello, we've got a lot of major moving averages all coiled up as well, holding us up for another move to the upside. So I do think we are going to have continuation to the upside here, guys, but first things first, what we need to do, we need to get through this horizontal at 46,141. This is the point where it's going to be pretty rough, right? And 11 likes already? You guys are killing it out here. Thank you ever so much. Your likes do not go unappreciated. And also, I know you're here for TA and all that stuff, but also we do have a subscriber target on the table today, because look, we're 6 subscribers away from 1,400. Crazy stuff there. So yeah, this is going to be the subscriber target. Literally only 6, guys. So yeah, if you want to help us hit the target, you know what to do. You know what to do. But yeah, back to Bitcoin for now. But yeah, we'll touch on that target later on throughout the stream there. But yeah, as you can see, parallel channel to the downside. We have been discussing this over the coming weeks or so. Since the 7th of September, this started this filthy dirtiness coming through here. But yeah, the measure move to the upside here, if for a potential long position for the old Bitcoin, is going to be along the lines of around a 3.72%. Not the biggest swing in the world, but hey, it's a swing nonetheless. And to be honest, in this market, I'm sure you guys are familiar with it. It's been pretty rough to trade, right? It's been pretty rough to trade. I made a pretty good dot trade yesterday. That was okay. We will touch on that, and that's why it's my altcoin of the day today, so we will get to that. But yeah, I'm sure you guys know it's been a pretty rough market, and to get a bit of an example of that, you can see this insane dump. We saw this happen in like 5 minutes, right? For any asset to be doing this, it's just not healthy, and it's pretty horrible, right? And then we're seeing just clean manipulation yet again coming through yesterday. It's been a bit of a crazy time. Bit of manipulation coming through there. A lot of longs being liquidated, a lot of shorts being liquidated. So just what I would say, take a step back sometimes and just be calm, collected, and just chill out, right? Just chill out and don't let it stress you out too much, because it's a very stressful time to trade, right? I'm finding it hard to trade at this time. Still making money, right? But it's a very hard time to trade, especially when you're seeing price action like this. So don't beat yourself up if you're having a couple of losing trades in that sort of scenario there, because this market is rough. It's pretty awful, right? So trappy. Even for like a weekday, right? It's just the start of last week we dumped like absolute crazy. Now the start of this week, it's horrible. It's horrible, right? It's absolutely horrible. We've got Natalie Kellen in the chat there. What about 20? What about 20 likes? We're on 17. Amazing stuff there. Amazing stuff there. Let me do some shout outs coming through there. We've got Sam Griffiths coming through there. Nice to see you on the stream there. We've got Tasman as well, saying there, monkeys jumping out on my roof. Just thought I'd share. Cool stuff there. Out in South Africa, the life of a South African, hey? Cool stuff. One money, I got burned hard in these last days. Yeah, it's been a pretty rough few days, and that's what I'm saying. Just take a step back, relax, it's okay. We can start again next week if it's really too bad, right? But yeah, at this point in time, we are looking for a breakout for Bitcoin. Not looking too shabby indeed. There's a lot of signs saying that we are going to actually go up from here, and I will get to this, right? I will be getting to this. We've got Mr. Malconey. Good morning, Chess. Good morning to you there, sir. Hope you're having a good day. Finney says, hey, my stream didn't auto start. Grr, annoying. Annoying stuff coming through there. We've got Cece saying hi. Nice to see you on the stream there, Cece. We've got Kong having to dance with Bitty here. Cat and bounce. Yes, sir. See what you're saying there. Something. Hey, missed a few streams. Was away last week. Not a problem, man. It's nice to take a break, and that's for something there. Hope you're having a fantastic... What are we? We're Tuesday? Tuesday morning. Fantastic Tuesday morning. In the UK here, it's 15 degrees, and it's raining. No change there. Yeah, let's get back to Bitcoin. So yeah, this is going to be the move for Bitcoin that we are going to be looking for. Ideally, we're going to come down for a retest. Maybe, as I was saying, bounce off these major moving averages coming through here. That's going to be the bounce point that we are going to be looking for in this sort of area. If we are going to be taking a long position here, it's actually pretty good. The reasoning for this is the moving averages are pretty coiled up. The support is going to be there by the time that we activate this long position. So it's going to be very, very easy to be setting a stop loss there. And then we're going to be riding this train all the way up. First take profit clearly is going to be this horizontal, because we know how rough this is. We know how rough this horizontal is, and we know how easily we can actually see that resistance actually playing out from this zone there. So yeah, that's definitely why we're going to have a first take profit there. And you know what happens when we hit our first take profit, guys? We're going to take our stop loss. We're going to move it to our entry point, right? It's as simple as that. It's a nice strategy. It minimizes losses completely. And yeah, if we do actually break this, amazing stuff. Next take profit is going to be 46,471. Then after that, well, that does actually correlate very well with the 200 EMA moving down gradually as well. So that's obviously going to be acting as a take profit point as well. And then we got another horizontal at 46,794, and then following is going to be that 3.72% for the final take profit there. And obviously, guys, you know the strategy here. We need to be moving our take profit, we're moving our stop loss to our entry point if we hit a take profit first already, right? Now, let me have a little look at the chat. We've got Ivo T. Damn, bro, the markets look uglier than you. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, man. I'm got a little bit of a receding problem at the moment. Might have to go for a little transplant sooner or later. Maximus Powers this morning. Chester, what are your favorite indicators? Are you more of a scalper than a swing trader? I'm more of a swing trader, my good sir. But at this point in time, with the market that we are seeing, I'm gradually moving down into the swings, just because it's very hard to be sorry, scalps, just because it's getting harder and harder to get these swings in, especially for crypto, especially for this manipulation coming through at the moment. So yeah, I am favoring the scalps at the moment, just on like the hourly and stuff like that. But in terms of the swings, we'll get there. We just need the markets to chill the F out for a bit, and then they're going to come back for some big moves. I actually made a lovely trade yesterday on DOT, actually, but we will get to that as it is one of my altcoins of the day. And let's check the likes. We're on 24 likes. Amazing stuff there, guys. You guys are killing it out here on this fine Tuesday morning. I do appreciate your likes. Not one of them doesn't go unappreciated, right? Because it does help the channel, and it does actually help me educate more people on a day-to-day basis, right? And it's good, right? It's good. And I like doing that stuff. So yeah, I do appreciate your likes coming through there, guys. Now, Bitcoin here on the 4-hourly. I'm just going to have some H2O. Actually, I might have some smoothie. Yeah, I'm going to have some smoothie, and then I'm going to be doing Bitcoin on the midterm. Strawberry and banana smoothie. God damn, that's nice. Now, broadening wedge coming through here on the midterm, quite big, as we have been discussing recently. Quite a big chart pattern coming through here. You can see the V below resistance from these zones continuously. Bang, pretty rough stuff here. That's that 5-minute absolute dirty dump there. But you can see we actually got caught on the lower side of this broadening wedge here. As you can see, heavy levels of support being formed. Granted, yes, we did break down to the downside recently, but we didn't set a lower low in terms of the low point from this dirty wick to the downside there. We actually seen a nice bit of recovery there. That was a bit of the manipulation that we did see yesterday there in the markets, as we were just talking about. It's this filthy mud pie coming through there, really, really bad. So yeah, it's just clear manipulation. This is another reason why the markets are just pretty goddamn awful. But let's zoom in a bit, guys, because we do have a falling wedge pattern, right? A falling wedge chart pattern coming through there, and we are looking for a breakout to the upside, which does correlate pretty well with another long position for us here for Bitcoin. So yeah, the stars are aligning for a long position here, guys. I would say we do have a bit of a trap zone at this point in time that we do need to take into consideration. As you can see, reversal, reversal, reversal. Cars are reversing here. Definitely a point to be referencing there. If we are going to see any sort of breakout, it is going to be from that zone from there. Now, in terms of a percent for this gain, could be around a 2.75%. Probably not as much as the measure move from the 3.72 on the shorter term time frame, breaking out of that parallel channel here. But with that being said, guys, you know what we're going to do? What do we do here, guys? We basically use all the information we can. The completion of the measure move is going to be at 46,961. So we'd basically go 46,961 there. And what we're going to do, we're going to set a take profit there as well, because we can easily have a nice reversal point from that zone. And vice versa, we're going to be using the moving averages. We're going to be moving the moving averages. We're going to be using the moving averages here on the shorter term time frame as take profit points and more information, because the more information we have, the better it's going to be. It's as simple as that. Now, let me jump to the RSI coming through here on the midterm here, because it's quite interesting actually, because we were discussing how we got rejected from this zone last time here. Last time we actually saw us actually come up and try and test that. Now, this is interesting because the OGs know. We know the V below resistance we find from this zone, right? And now the thing is with this trend line, this downward sloping resistance line across this zone here, we've now actually crossed it. We've come up, we've said hello, and we're now crossing it. And it basically, we could even, to be fair, we could actually see rejection. Thinking about it, right? We're going to move this trend line up a bit here. You can see actually we do have correlative rejection points coming through there. Probably going to move that down and probably draw another trend line actually as we're going here. Probably. Maybe something along the lines of this, just getting as many touches as possible here, guys. Yeah, we're on the cusp. We're literally on the bottle lid without the bottle cap right now. If we do fall in the lid, if we do fall in the bottle, we could even dump off a cliff here. But it's going to be very interesting to see. This is going to be the crucial point to be watching here, guys, over the next 2 hours here in this 4-hourly candle. We want to be watching to see if we can find support here. If we can, amazing. We're going to see gains. We're going to see momentum growing to the upside here. This is going to be the scenario that we are going to be looking for. But if we lose this zone, goodbye. Goodbye, and I will see you tomorrow. No, this is obviously going to be pretty bad, right? We're going to see a lot of resistance coming down from the zone, because we know how the resistance plays out from here, right? We know these trend lines are pretty valid things, right? They're pretty valid in terms of this RSI there. So yeah, definitely a point to be watching over the next 2 hours and 9 minutes there, to see where we actually finish, to see where we open the next 4-hourly candle in terms of a price. If that is going to correlate with a breakout as well, it's going to be very, very good indeed, because we can see the momentum gain. We can see where we could actually come down, retest, banging it up from there, banging it up in terms of the measure move. The stars are aligning for a very juicy long position here, guys. So yeah, just keep your eyes about you. Keep it in your back pocket, all this information that I'm offlaying here. Now, let's have a little look. If we're looking for any sort of target to the upside here, as I was just discussing, that pretty insane horizontal that we've got to get over here on the shorter term time frame, and that's around that 46,141 there. That is going to be literally lower high galore, right? Lower high galore. The lower highs that we've really got in here. To be honest, I'm not going to be counting this wick as a lower high just because it's insane manipulation and it's not really got a correlative point like we do have here. So the lower high that is valid at this point in time, we've actually come up and we have challenged it. Let me zoom in a bit and see if I can get it more visually appealing for the end consumer. So yeah, as you can see here, this is going to be the point to be watching because we've got a lot of correlative points, correlative zones, a lot of tests along this point here in terms of resistance. Granted, yes, we did dump from this zone, but we're currently challenging it. If we can get over it, it's going to be very, very good indeed. So yeah, I would be inclined to draw a little bit of a cheeky box coming through there. Maybe something along the lines of that. Just a point of reference to see if we can get over that zone there, guys. And then the next point to watch is going to be this lower high here as well there. And in terms of a horizontal, I'd probably be inclined to go candle body close there. And obviously we've got a couple of wicks coming down to the downside there. So yeah, and maybe even another one coming down around this zone here. So yeah, let's get a little box going. Let's get a little box going because this is a very correlative point that we do need to be looking out for the future. Now, yeah, this point here is definitely going to be a point that we do need to see as like a potential target point for the future there, guys. And yes, it does correlate pretty goddamn well with this measure move for the breakout of this falling wedge pattern there. So yeah, interesting stuff, interesting target points there for Bitcoin if we are going to see momentum to the upside. If we're going to see momentum to the downside, guys, this is quite interesting, right? Just because you can see the support on this trend line already, this upward sloping support line that we do have coming through. You can see the support here, and now the support here, the support here. Granted, yes, we did lose it, but if we are going to come down from the price, the current live price to where we are now, it's illegal for Chester to be super rich. Now, guys, Ivo's got he's got a funny sense of humor, so he's all right. Don't worry. I talked to him, I DM him and stuff. Like we have banter, right? We have banter. So yeah, I appreciate you guys looking out for me though. So yeah, as you can see here, guys, if we are going to see a resistance point coming down, this is the support that we're going to be looking for in terms of a bounce point for Bitcoin. There, it's going to be around a 45,252. That's going to be the point that we're going to be looking out for. And as you can see, we're correlating. If we do dump, we're going to be literally correlating into this zone. We're going to have consolidation here, and then we could be looking at for a potential breakout again, right? Because as you can see, we are going to be seeing some sort of triangle forming here in terms of support. I know it's quite a messy chart. I'm not a fan of a really messy chart like this, but you can see we do have resistance like so, and then obviously we are going to have support like this, right? And it is correlating into this little box, into this little mini triangle sort of zone there. So yeah, we could have a little bit of a zone coming through there, and then potential breakout looking like so. Yeah, just a couple of scenarios that we do need to think about. A couple of scenarios we do need to think about, and that's why we weigh up all the scenarios here, just because we know what Bitcoin's like. As long as we're prepared for everything, we're going to be making cold hard cash. It's as simple as that, right? So yeah, that's pretty much Bitcoin here done on the midterm there. I'm going to be moving to the longer term time frame now and see what we got coming through here, because we've got quite a bit of information to discuss, right? Quite a bit of information to discuss. I mean, in terms of a big chart pattern here, we've got a descending triangle, right? Pretty huge descending triangle from the previous all-time high on the daily here. As you can see, resistance coming through there. We did actually break the resistance here. We found a bit of a support. We found a bit of support in the most recent insane crypto crash to the downside, when we saw us dump from 52,000 all the way down to 42,000, literally $10,000 there in the space of like 5 minutes. It was literally crazy price action, crazy volatile stuff coming there through there for Bitcoin. But yeah, we did actually find that level of support which we were just discussing, right? So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see if we do actually come down here, if we're going to bounce on this zone. We've got the 200 EMA saying hello as well, and that's a very correlative point around 41,000. So I would be actually, I'd be pretty surprised if we lost this 41,000, 40,700 sort of area. I would be actually really surprised if we did lose that zone. If we did lose that zone there, guys, pretty rough stuff coming through. We're going to be aiming for the next previous high or low there, and that's going to be around the 38k there. Ugh, pretty awful. But when you think about it, literally like 8 weeks ago, we're at 29k, so do you know what I mean? It shows how crazy it can actually be. So just take a step back and relax. It's not going to be the end of the world if we actually see continuation to the downside here, people. Now, 29 likes, absolutely unreal. Do appreciate the likes coming through. Amazing stuff. Let's have a look at the subscriber target, because we've smashed it. We've smashed it. We've hit the target coming through that 1,400 subscribers. Absolutely amazing, guys. Really to appreciate. I wouldn't be where I am without you guys in terms of YouTube growth here. So yeah, thank you ever so much for your continued support every single day, Monday to Friday. I do stream. little plug there. Now let's get back to I can't believe we hit the target already. We're what? 22 minutes in and we've smashed that target already, guys. So absolutely thank you ever so much. I don't think I'm going to put another target on the table here. Shout out to Ian as well coming through there. I should probably do some shout outs because Donna's coming in. Nice to see you on the stream there, Donna. We've got Hero Optimist as well. Amazing stuff there. We've got Michael Allen. Nice to see you on the stream there. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Nice. Nice to see you, Michael. We got Mo7 as well. We got 7 Juan coming as well. Hey, we lost a sub. Amazing stuff there. One man, he says, congrats. I think someone's probably just trolling with me here. Funny stuff there. But yeah, anyway, we'll put the 1,400 target back on the table, hey? But yeah, anyway, back to Chester's channel growth doing a Solana. Yeah, I do think so, man. But yeah, I think we should probably touch on Solana as well to see where that's going in the future there. John says, congrats, Crypto Chester. Amazing stuff there, man. Do appreciate it. But yeah, let's get back to Bitcoin here on the daily chart here. Now, right now, we need to think about this. We need to think about this logically. We need to be smart. Golden Cross. We have a Golden Cross scenario. This is potentially going to be happening within the next day and a half. And tomorrow is my birthday. Tomorrow is my birthday, and we're going to get a Golden Cross on my birthday. What a present. What a present from Bitcoin. Now, Golden Cross is going to be coming through tomorrow. That's going to be absolutely amazing. If that is going to actually see some momentum to the upside there, that's going to be really, really good stuff. If we can see a nice Golden Cross coming through that. I mean, the horizontal that we are currently resting on, hopefully we're going to actually continually find that support. I mean, annoyingly, guys, we've tested it quite a lot of times, right? We've tested quite a lot of times, and you know what happens when the more times we test a chart pattern coming through here, the more likely we are to break, right? And unfortunately, that is going to be a break to the downside here. Maybe this Golden Cross is going to get counter traded. We're going to see a Golden Cross, and then bang, the whales are going to manipulate the market and dump it off an absolute cliff. And to be honest, we know how they can manipulate the market. If we jump back down to the smaller term time frames quickly, look at this 4-hour candle. Filthy disgustingness coming through there. That is not juicy. That is a moldy apple. I'm not happy. Moldy apple coming through there. Now, as you can see here again, in 5 minutes, we dumped 10,000 bucks. Dumped 10,000 bucks, and obviously we saw a nice recovery coming through there, back up to 46,000. But still, that manipulation is just awful, and it just shows how easy it would be for the whales to do that on the Golden Cross coming through there. So yeah, just don't just be blindly long in the Golden Cross. That's basically what I'm trying to say there. But obviously, nothing I say is financial advice. If you guys want to go and if you guys want to, Ivo. If you guys want to go and blindly along the Golden Cross, you go and do that, right? You just got to do your own research. I'm not your financial advisor. But yeah, if we do actually dump to the downside here, as I was saying, we got a lot of levels of support here in terms of the previous all-time high trend line coming down there, and we've seen a nice reference for that, even through that manipulation to the downside here when we dumped 10,000 bucks in the space of 5 minutes here. But yeah, at the end of the day, guys, we've seen a huge uptrend coming through recently. Huge uptrend. 77% since Jack and Elon jumped on this B-word conference here. Insane stuff. This is going to be the high that we're pretty much a confirmed high now, I'd say. Around 77% there. Pretty crazy indeed. Now, if you're pumping 77%, and you have a little bit of a correction. When I say a little bit of a correction, even 30% is still absolutely fine. This is still absolutely healthy for a nice chart to be coming through there. Because if we actually come back to the weekly chart here, if we jump to the weekly quickly, you can see parabolicness, absolutely filthy. Maybe not 30%. That's quite ambitious. Quite ambitious. Maybe something around 25%. Maybe around a 20% correction. That's still going to be healthy for progression to the upside here. Now, if we are going to be referencing the previous bull run here, you can see the corrections that we've got coming through. They're not small. They're not small. They're quite big actually. Quite big. Should we get a percentage for that from the top to the bottom there in terms of the wicks? Yeah, 30% correction, right? So it's absolutely fine to have 30% correction coming through there. And to be honest, if we are going to have a 30% correction, it's not going to be looking that healthy. But to be honest, if the whales are going to be doing that, it's going to be flipping everyone pretty bearish indeed, right? And the reasoning for that is, obviously, we've got the all-time high here, guys. It's going to be basically a confirmed lower high here, which is just definitely a bearish chart pattern there. So yeah, if we are going to see any sort of mad corrections coming through there, a lot of people will go bearish. We could potentially have continuation to the upside from there, right? So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that does plan out. But what I just wanted to say here, a 20% correction is still absolutely fine, right? In terms of live price, in terms of the correction which we are seeing right now, obviously we did dump 10,000 bucks in the space of 5 minutes. Yeah, wrong tool, but yeah, let's do a little correction in terms of the lower low point that we did see there. It's around an 18.81% correction from there, and yeah, as I was saying, ideally we do want to see this uptrend actually play out on the shorter term time frames and see actually a nice breakout coming through. Goodness, Ivor, you're quite a savage, aren't you? Since in Bulgaria, all believe you die in premature wishes. Nice, man. Nice, interesting. Interesting take on my birthday there. Thank you, sir. Restless? Dump it. An unexpected nice gift. Happy birthday. Thank you, Fady. Do appreciate that coming through. But yeah, I'll be doing a birthday stream tomorrow, guys. So yeah, if you want to tune into my birthday stream, that'd be absolutely amazing. But yeah, anyway, Bitcoin coming through there. Pretty much covered Bitcoin now, I'd say. Not really that much to talk about. Should we do some altcoins and then we'll touch on Bitcoin if anything else is coming through there. I mean, in terms of the hash ribbons that we got coming through here, I got in at, I think it was 43,800 for Bitcoin there for this hash ribbon signal. We're currently sat at around, where are we? 30. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Around 4.5% profit. Not too bad. It's not too bad. It's not too great, right? It's not too bad. It's not too great. But we'll just have to see how it plans out. To be honest, seeing this volatileness is absolutely crazy. But yeah, hopefully the golden cross can actually pull us up. But I would say if we do lose this horizontal, guys, just to summarize, we're going to be coming down to this 41,700 sort of mark there. And then obviously we've got the 200 EMA saying hello as well. We know how valid that guy is on the daily chart here in terms of supports and resistances there. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that does plan out. If we do actually come down and say hello to that bounce point, looking pretty good indeed. And that's sort of the scenario that I would see playing out here for Bitcoin if we are going to see this continuation to the upside. And let's just say, look, we've had a lot of confidence. We've had a lot of confidence in the market recently since the 20th of July there. It's just been trending up. Pretty good stuff indeed. So yeah, little correction, absolutely fine if we are going to have continuation to the upside. And we're not just going to go up 70% for pretty much no reason, right? There's got to be something behind this. There's got to be word on the street. There's got to be confidence in the markets here. Brings me on to the Fear and Greed Index. It's a 30. Everyone's scared again. And to be honest with you, I don't blame you. The reasoning for this. Look at this wick. Look at this wick. It's just disgusting. It's just so bad. It's just so manipulated. And this is why people have now flipped. Fearful indeed. And you can see, literally last week, I think we hit 79 in a row, 3 days. Crazy stuff. Extremely goddamn greedy. Not now. Everyone's scared as hell, right? Everyone's scared as hell. So yeah, definitely some information that we need to take into consideration. Looking at the potential breakout scenarios coming through there. And at this point in time, guys, it does actually look like we are coming down, and maybe this is going to be a trap playing out here because it's not looking like we can actually get over this lower high here on the 4 hourly there. So yeah, just have to see how that plans out there. Interesting stuff indeed. Now, right now, let's look at Tron. This is my. Let's go to my 3 altcoins of the day. This is 3 altcoins that I've chosen to showcase to you today. And this is Tron. We're going to be doing a bit of Tron. We're going to be doing a bit of DOT. We're going to be doing a bit of ALGO. And then it's going to be the altcoin request part of the show. And that's where you guys throw your altcoin requests in the chat there. And we do some live TA for you on air. On air here. Yeah, as you can see here, for Tron, this is quite interesting, right? This is quite interesting for Tron. And the reasoning for this is... delete any trend lines at the moment. It's really annoying. The reasoning for this is, guys, we're literally seeing all-time highs for Tron, I do believe. No, not quite there. It did look like that earlier, but yeah, not quite there. But you can see this trend line coming through here there. It's looking like a pretty correlative point for us to actually see imminent rejection from. Imminent rejection from. And if we are going to be jumping down to smaller term timeframes here, we are looking at testing a pretty crucial horizontal that we got coming through here, guys. So yeah, this is going to be a point to be watching here for the future here for a potential rejection point yet again. Now, this is interesting because we do have actually trend lines coming up like crazy. Like crazy, trend lines coming up like crazy here, and we do have a rising wedge chart pattern. The rising wedge chart pattern, as you can see here, this is it's the reason why it's interesting because we usually break to the downside here, guys. We usually break to the downside, and if we are seeing imminent rejection coming down from this top side here, then we can actually be looking for a breakout in the future to the downside here. Definitely something to keep in your back pocket. Definitely something to be thinking about for the future. Because if the rejection is going to play out here, it's going to be pretty bad. It's going to be pretty bad for Tron there. And you can see you can see we actually do have some nice downtrends actually coming through. So it is a scenario that we can be looking for the future there. In terms of a measure move for this position there, we are going to be going on the most recent downtrend from top to bottom there in terms of trend line. This is what we are going to be looking for, and it is going to basically bring us down to the correlative point of this dirty wick to the downside there, guys. In terms of a percentage for this to be looking out for, obviously this is speculatively speaking for the future, depending on where we're going to break along the lower side of this rising wedge pattern there, and we are going to be looking at around a 23.5% swing there for Tron if it's going to play out, right? If it's going to play out, it's definitely something that we can be thinking about for the future. Now, as I was just saying that, I think I've just ruined my mic setup. One sec. Yep, good. Maybe. Yep, good. Yeah, so jump into the chat quickly coming through there. 41 likes as well, guys. You're absolutely killing it on this fine Tuesday morning. Hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday morning as well there. I do appreciate you all tuning in this morning. We got Marcus Slack there with a big smiley face. Hope you're having a good day, man. Maximus Power. Bitcoin has already started reversing in price prior to the B-Word conference with Elon and other repetition. I can't read that well, man. But yeah. So yeah, it's to be honest, we're basically seeing the Bitcoin just have a bit of a correction, right? Bit of a correction. And to be honest, as I was saying, this is completely healthy. It's completely healthy. We can't expect to pump up 77% without coming back down, right? It's not feasible. And if we go to the weekly chart as we were discussing before, how parabolic is that? It's just crazy. We can't be living like that. We can't be living like that. No, we can't. So yeah, that's why we are seeing reversals as well. And to be honest, I do agree with you there, Maximus Power, just because as you can see as well, for you new traders out there, we were quite steep. We had a lot of confidence coming through, and it's just fizzling out. It's coming to kind of a sideways sort of period. So to be honest, we need to be weighing up scenarios of a dump here and a pump, right? Because this could be, we're not just going to see 77% just from their B-word conference, right? Because they didn't really say anything that was really that great, right? We would have seen insane pumps to the upside. It's just been a nice healthy uptrend in a sense. So yeah, we'll just have to see how that plans out. But yeah, there's a couple of options there, and we do have the lovely levels of support that we need to be watching for the future. And as I said, around 40 to 41 there. If we lose that sort of zone there, then the floor is the target, right? Not quite the floor, but there goes my first pen of the stream. Damn. Then we're going to be looking for targets of around 36 to 38 there. That's going to be the next target point that we are going to look for. I think we've got a CME gap at around 34 or something as well there. So yeah, definitely another point to be looking for there. John says, are you looking to buy the dip? John. I'm actually holding off right now. I've got my hodl. I'm holding. I've got my hodl separate. I'm not touching it. I got my hodl a while ago. I've been continuously adding to it and stuff like that. But at this point in time, for me, I'm waiting for a bigger reversal to actually jump more into crypto. And as the fear and greed index is reflecting, it's quite a fearful time to be trading. And I don't blame it, right? And this is another scenario that I'm looking for as well. Just because it's been pretty manipulated, right? And if something's been manipulated this much, you don't want to be buying it for a hodl, right? At this point in time, you could be getting better prices if it is going to be dumping down like $10,000 in the space of 5 minutes, right? So yeah, there's gonna be amples of buying opportunities. So don't feel like you need to just jump in. I see this quite a bit actually. A lot of people are like, oh, please tell me what to buy. I need to invest my money today. Please. Just relax. You're going to have multiple opportunities to invest your money. Like, it's always going to come back down. It's not always just going to keep going up, guys. You're not just going to miss out completely, right? I do think we've got another big major crash before crypto even takes off internationally, right? We need some major countries to actually accept it. And at this point in time, it's like what, 1 or 2 countries at this point in time that are like dealing with the idea. So yeah, it's just we've got a long way to go. And this is another mentality that we stick to here. We're super early. We're super early to crypto. We need to remember that continuously. We're so goddamn early. So yeah, there's going to be multiple buying opportunities. There will be. Now, also, in terms of a rejection point for Tron there, we're near enough getting to that overbought sort of stage there on the RSI on the 4-hourly. And that means, yes, corrections in terms of the price. Hello, short position coming through there if we can actually lose this zone there. So yeah, that's why I claim my altcoin of the day for a potential swing position for the future there. I don't think it's going to be overnight. We've got quite a while before we get there, guys. Maybe something along the lines of that and then a breakout around this sort of zone. But yeah, we'll just have to see how we go. Obviously, speculatively speaking there, guys. If we break to the upside, then it's pretty crazy stuff there, because if we break to the upside there, one, we're going to be breaking to the top side of a rising wedge pattern, which isn't as likely, and also we're going to be breaking through an all-time high trend line coming through from the downside there in terms of breaking through that resistance. Yes, that is going to be good. We can be looking for a target price of around 12 cents 88 if we do that, but to be honest, He said do. If we do that, that is going to be, it's quite unlikely for that to happen, right? Quite unlikely for that to happen. The stars are saying no. The stars are aligned for us to dump here, guys, for Tron. But yeah, so we'll just jump to my next altcoin of the day. The second altcoin that I've chosen to showcase to you today is... We know what it is. It's DOT. We were talking about DOT yesterday in terms of this ascending triangle chart pattern. And I want to jump down to a smaller term time frame because I want to explain my position coming through here, guys. We got in a lovely, cheeky long position here. Coming through on the retest. I know it was insanely volatile coming through here. Insane stuff coming through that. I came down on this horizontal, and I got in a nice long position as we cleared a horizontal at around 35.17 there. And my first take profit point was at this volume weighted ATR band. Hit very nice indeed. And now we're currently sat waiting for the next take profit point to be hit. Now, stop loss point was around this 21, below this 21 moving average, below this low point coming through here. Don't know what it was exactly, actually. Yeah, probably, yeah, around below this 55, actually. Yeah, so yeah, you use all the information and put it through there. So yeah, that's whereabouts my stop loss was. Now what I've done, I've taken my stop loss, I've moved it to my entry, and the reason why I've done this, people, the reason why I've done this, if we see any sort of reversal coming through, I've already hit one take profit. Yes, I'm going to be stopped out. Yes, I am. But it's a positive stop out. I've already hit one take profit there, and it's stop at our entry. So it's a no loss scenario, right? And also, if we have continuation to the upside, I'm going to hit another take profit there. And then I'm going to look for the completion of the measure move around 16% there. So yeah, pretty good stuff coming through there for DOT. So hopefully we can have continuation to the upside. But I'm completely prepared for reversals coming through there. And I've already taken profit once. So I'm golden. It's a successful trade. I know that. It's done. It's a win. Amazing stuff there. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on that briefly. So yeah, hopefully we can have Ivo T. Hope it's enough for a beer. $4.99. Amazing stuff there. Ivo, if you do have a request, man, put your altcoin request in the chat, and I'll do it for you there, man. And once I've done my altcoins of the day coming through there. But yeah, it is enough for a beer, man. I do appreciate that. Nice little birthday present coming through there from Ivo. Do appreciate that, man. So yeah, let me jump to my next altcoin of the day. This is another altcoin that I've chosen to showcase to you for some potential information coming through there. Potential professional TA. Now let's you guessed it, it's ALGO. It's ALGO, and Lee's requested ALGO in the chat there. So Lee's pretty happy here. Lee's pretty happy. Maximus Power says, "Are you trading with leverage?" Unfortunately, Maximus, trading with leverage is actually illegal in England. So I'm not. No, I'm not going to incriminate myself on stream, live on. Yeah, no, man, it's illegal for me to trade with leverage. So unfortunately, I can't. Yes. Anyway, ALGO. Let's have a little look at ALGO, and we'll see what's going on there because it's my altcoin of the day. Yeah. How much is beer in Finland then, Ivo? Must be insanely expensive, right? Insanely expensive. And 46 likes? You guys out here. You guys out here. Amazing stuff there. Do appreciate coming through there. Yeah, I'll do a bit of quant for you there, Ivo. Not a problem, man. Looking for a 1K valuation. Hopefully there. Ian's through with the wink faces. Ian's through with the wing. I see what you're saying, Ian. Yeah, as you can see here coming through, we got an ascending, pretty attractive, I must say. You can see the levels of support we've got coming through there. Very nice, very attractive chart pattern, I like to say. Very good stuff indeed. You see the resistance? We've actually tested this twice. We've tested this twice to say hello. Sounds like someone's hoovering in my house. Pretty crazy. Oh, what is that noise? Isn't my music going crazy? $10 in a bar. Crazy stuff there. Good morning to Empowering Voices of Tomorrow. Members coming through there, people. Good morning to you there, Nikki. I hope you're having a fantastic day on this fine Tuesday morning. So yeah, as you can see here, we are looking for a potential breakout scenario coming through from this ascending triangle for Algorand. Coming through there. This is what we're going to be looking for in terms of a measure move to the downside here. And then obviously we're going to weigh up the chances for a measure move to the upside here. Yeah, someone's definitely hoovering in my house. Yeah, so as you can see here, this is going to be the scenario that we are looking for. Obviously, speculatively speaking here, people, depending on where we're going to go. Did I put the background music? Yeah, I put the background music on. Just panicking. I didn't prep the stream right? I'm around a 19.3% gain to the upside there if we are going to break and have continuation here for Algorand. Excuse me, for Algorand there, this is what we are going to be looking for a potential long position. For a potential short position, I like to weigh up all the options here. It's going to be around a 17.46% gain there. And you know what we do here, people. You know what we do. we weigh it. We don't weigh up. We stagger take profits. No matter what trade we're in, we stagger our take profits, and also we can be staggering stop losses as well, right? This is a type of trading called grid trading. If you guys want to do some research on this, just go to Google. Go to Google. Do some research on grid trading. Yeah, this is a great strategy that I use, and it's a lot safer, right? It's a lot safer. It's a little bit more work than not just setting a one take profit and one stop loss and just be like, yeah, cool, that's me done. It's pretty good, right? It's a great little strategy, and that's what I do like to showcase it to you guys. So yeah, it's something that I do like to showcase to you guys as well, coming through there. So yeah, interesting stuff there. But yeah, in terms of the RSI for Algo at the moment, we're pretty central right now. So yeah, I can't really get a good gauge, but it basically means we've got enough space to be moving, right? We've got enough space to be moving coming through there. Ears have just popped. Are we using an indicator that shows high volume or vector candles? No, sir. I've got the volume coming through there, and we see trending volume. Like, we are seeing trending volume at the moment. And sometimes I do use it's called the MSI. Can't think of it off the top of my head, right? But yeah, it's basically RSI with the volume included as well there. But yeah, so do use volume for trend breakouts and stuff like that. So yeah, pretty good stuff. Now, let me do some requests for Ivo. Ivo coming through. It's Quant. The request of the day for Ivo is Quant. Yeah, and that's my altcoins of the day, guys. That's 3 altcoins that I've chosen to showcase to you. Hopefully, got some good TA coming through there. In terms of Quant right now, we've actually got quite a bit of TA from yesterday coming through there. We do have a rising wedge pattern coming through there. We were looking for a breakout to the downside. I mean, the retest at the moment to the top side, it's actually pretty strong indeed. I would actually expect us to be dumping down from here, and my reasoning for this is we've got a volume weighted ATR band, which we've come up, we tested, we're finding that resistance. We've come up, we tested the horizontal as well. In the space of 4 hours, we found that Viva resistance coming through there. Why is beer so expensive in Norway and Finland? It's crazy. Is it due to tax? Let me know. I'm quite intrigued to learn here, people. And so yeah, if we are looking for any sort of measure move to the downside here for Quant here, it's going to be looking around the long lines of this. We are going to be moving that to a breakout point to the downside like so, and it is going to be around at 18.35% gain there to the downside if we are going to break. And obviously, guys, we are in a rising wedge pattern that does tend to usually break to the downside there. And you know what we do? We stagger our take profits continuously. So yeah, a couple of scenarios to be thinking out there. I mean, to be honest, Quant at the moment, we did actually come up, we challenged this horizontal. It's pretty rough, to be honest. But, and we also come up, we challenged these lower highs here as well. And we didn't get there, man. So yeah, now we've got lower highs being set continuously and higher lows being set continuously. So we could be drawing some sort of symmetrical triangle pattern coming through there. But at this point in time, I'm probably going to be going on that rising wedge pattern there. Yeah, in terms of a symmetrical triangle pattern coming through there. Let me get rid of the WOD machine for a second. It's a bit more visually appealing for you guys coming through there. So yeah, as you can see there, symmetrical triangle pattern coming through. If we are going to be looking at any sort of measure move to the downside or the upside from that, we could be doing something along the lines of this and see if that does correlate anytime. Yeah, to be honest, it's quite ambitious if we are going to be doing that, just because we've got higher low points coming through here, and we know these horizontals are going to be acting pretty strongly in terms of a level of support. Like, as you saw last time we climbed Everest and went parabolic, we actually came back down and we actually saw consolidation along this zone, bull flag chart pattern coming through, and then the continuation to the upside. And the support that we did want to see there is actually formed on this 304 and this 289 horizontal there. So yeah, if we are going to come down to that zone, I'd be setting major take profits there. I probably wouldn't be getting greedy and going for any sort of completion of the measure move there, guys, because greed is not your friend here. But yeah, let's go back in terms of this symmetrical triangle chart pattern that we did plot in there. So let's go off this rejection point from this now, and we'll keep this trend line in our back pocket, right? We'll keep this trend line in our back pocket for a reversal point, for a take profit point, if we are going to be entering any sort of short position here for the completion of the measure move of this rising wedge pattern. Whew. Take a breath, man. Take a breath. One man, he says, hey, Chester, could you have a little look at Luna? Yes, I can have a little look at Luna. Watch it with me says, did he do DOT? Yes, DOT is one of my altcoins of the day. I'm currently in a long position for DOT. Already hit one take profit. So yeah, if you want to jump back, one man, he says, he did DOT about 15 minutes ago. So yeah, if you want to jump back, the TA is there for you there. Let me jump to Luna and see what we've got going through for Luna there. It appears my music has come to an end. Not the best scenario. You have to bear with me while I sort that out. Oh no, we're back. We've got a bit of music here. 51 likes. You guys out here. And let's see the subscriber target. Should we have a little look at the subscriber target? We were 1,400. That's what we were going for. Bang. We've hit the subscriber target. Yet again, I had someone... Oh, my God. We're over it. Look at this. Amazing stuff coming through there, guys. What's happening here? What? Amazing stuff there, guys. 1,404 subscribers. Very, very cool stuff. Wouldn't be here without you guys, so I do appreciate the support. I do stream every single day, people, Monday to Friday. It won't be the longest stream in the world tomorrow just because it is my birthday. But yeah, I will be doing a little birthday stream coming through there. So yeah, be prepared for that coming through. But yeah, let's have a little look at some fresh TA on Luna, right? Because it's going to be very interesting to see what's actually happening here. I'm going to be jumping to the daily to get a bit of a broader picture, because we've got a bit of an ascending triangle. That's a huge chart pattern coming through here. Huge ascending triangle from the start of this bull run coming through there. So yeah, massive, massive support that we are going to be looking for if we are going to bounce down to this level at all there. But first, the level of support that we do have coming through, it's a major horizontal. I'm actually going to be moving that down ever so slightly there. We've got a major horizontal coming through there. And that, in terms of that price point, it is going to be sat around this $19.69. Amazing number. So if we are going to see any sort of crazy retracements coming through there, that's going to be what we're going to be looking for in terms of a bounce point there. In terms of a measure move, what we could be looking for in terms of growth, in terms of this ascending triangle actually playing out to the upside here, we could be looking at something along the lines of this. And hey, yes, it's already played out. So yeah, not too shabby at all. Manav says, I want to make 5% profits daily. It's quite, if you do 5% profit daily every single day, you're going to make a lot of money. You're going to make a lot of cold hard cash. So yeah, it's quite ambitious, I'd say. I wouldn't have a daily percent target, because then if you're not hitting it, then the emotions sort of take over, and then you find yourself going, I need to enter a position, I need to do it, and then your TA sort of goes out the window, and then your emotions take over, and it ends up being a losing trade, right? So you just gotta stay calm and collected. You make what you make. I wouldn't put targets and stuff on it like that, because as I said, if you're not hitting those targets, then your emotions will come into play there. And we know emotions with crypto. We know emotions with trading, let alone crypto. It's just they're not your friends here. Like greed. Greed is not your friend in crypto land here. Now, in terms of Luna right now, let's have a little look. Yeah, all-time highs coming through for Luna. Interesting stuff. And we know the OGs here. We know about the new all-time, not new all-time high rules, the all-time high rules that we stick to. If we hit a new all-time high, 80% of the time we come back down to the previous all-time high, and as you can see, we have seen that play out here. Pretty strong stuff. In terms of the target point for the previous all-time high, it's around that $35.29 there. Phoenix wants to make $1 billion, is that? 1 billion percent daily. Undoed me. Hey Chester, can you have a look at Harmony? I'll have a look at one for you there. Once I've done a bit of Luna. I'm going to have some more smoothie, and then we're going to carry on. 50 minutes live now. Good stuff. Maximus, yeah, I did a bit of Elliott Wave stuff, but to be honest, as you say, it's not really the best thing in the world to be using there. And I find more trading on breakouts and like chart patterns and stuff like that works better for me. Obviously, everyone's got their own trading techniques. But yeah, I did have a little look at Elliott Waves, but just not that great, right? It's a bit. I feel like you can get more information from other sort of chart patterns and stuff like that, rather than going through the effort of going through and like drawing it out and all that. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. That's my opinion on Elliott Waves. But yeah, so as you can see here, we actually had seen the all-time high rule actually play out, coming down to the previous all-time high, looking for potential bounce point here. If we do lose the previous all-time high here, guys, we're looking at coming down. I would say a target price to start off with is going to be probably this candle body close here around $29.95 there, potentially also coming down to $26.87 there as well. So yeah, pretty crazy stuff there for Luna. To be honest, we are seeing a bit of a correction at this point in time, but the momentum that we have seen in terms of, I think this is probably caused a lot of, I think a bit of FOMO has come over from the old Solana there, just because they're in the same sort of bracket in terms of technology. So I do think, obviously, we see this insane dump to the downside here on the 7th of September. Unlike a lot of the other altcoins, we have actually seen a very nice stable recovery coming through here for Luna, setting new all-time highs, which is quite nice to see, actually, I must say. As I said, I would expect us to come down and at least challenge this horizontal once more. at around this $35.24 there. So yeah, interesting stuff to see there. In terms of the RSI, yeah, we've seen the rejection getting through from this oversold sort of scenario there. Oh, let me zoom out a little bit coming through there. Yeah, and as you can see, we do have a bearish divergence actually playing out there. Let me draw that in for the newer traders out there. No, it's too high. It's too high. Yeah, so you've obviously got a trend line coming through from here, upward sloping trend line there, and then like you're seeing here on the RSI, we didn't quite get there in terms of the buying momentum there, and this is why another reason why we're seeing a bit of correction. When these guys are opposite, it obviously means a bearish divergence to the downside here, guys, and that's why we're seeing this correctionary point coming through there. And it could actually be a lot bigger than this, to be honest, if this divergence is going to play out, because it is from the 18th of August all the way to the 10th of September there. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see here on the daily if this divergence is really going to play out. We're probably going to see bigger corrections. I would maybe even say down to this $26.87 there. Interesting stuff there. What was next? I said I'd do a request for lol, what VPN do you use? Oh, good stuff there. Appreciate your responses, bro. No worries, man. Harmony, I said undooed me. I just said I'd do a bit of one, didn't I? But yeah, for you, Maximus, there, as I was saying, there's plenty of different trading techniques, and everyone trades different, right? Everyone trades different, and that's the beauty of going through all the different YouTubers and stuff like that, because everyone's got different tactics and stuff like that. So yeah, there's always and that's the thing with trading. There's always more to be learning. There's always more to be learning. Yeah. So yeah, always more to be learning. I'm still learning continuously, right? There's some things that I don't know. Pretty transparent for stuff like that. But at the end of the day, right, whatever I'm doing here, whatever's trading stuff that I do know, it's working for me because I do it as a job now. So yeah, and I used to be a plasterer, believe it or not. Yeah, I used to be a plasterer, doing a day-to-day 9 till 5. God, did I hate my life. Yeah, so you got rising wedge pattern. I think I just deleted that on the big chart, actually. Rising wedge pattern, looking for breakout to the downside at this point in time. Measure move, looking at something along the lines of this. Not quite completed as of yet here, guys, in terms of the break point to the downside there. We are seeing a bit of a dirty downtrend, having the continuation here. Looking for this price action channel. It is getting hovered on to say hello, and the price action channel, for those guys who don't know, it's basically an average of all the moving averages that I'm using here, and that's the 10, the 21, the 55, the 200 EMA, the 200 SMA, and I don't have the 377 or the 633 actually on the chart at this point in time, but yeah, they're correlative ones as well. And also, I like to put the 1,000 moving average on there as well, because sometimes we do get some big bounces off that. And also the volume weighted ATR bands as well. They're very, very good in terms of resistance and support, as you can see. Little red line coming through there. But yeah, in terms of losing this, God, I'm gonna have to cough. My throat's really bad. One sec. Throat's clear. Right, so yeah, in terms of this price action channel, if we do actually lose this, guys, you're probably wondering why are your candles not green and red like mine, because they're blue and red here, because if we're blue, we're above the price action channel. If we're red, we are below the price action channel, basically determining whether we're in an uptrend or a downtrend. If they're white here, we're in an uncertain sort of scenario whether the trend is going to be an uptrend or a downtrend, right? At this point in time, we're currently sat on the cusp, on the fence. We are a cat at the moment, crawling along the fence of the price action channel. If we do lose this to the downside, it does signify a bit of a downtrend coming through there, and that is going to mean the completion of the measure move, probably coming down to this 55 moving average that we are seeing as well here. In terms of a target price there, it's going to be around a 16.824%. 824 in terms of price there, not percent. Let's get a percent for that measure move there, and that's going to be around 13, near enough 14% there for Harmony 1 there, if this move is going to actually play out. Where are we? I've lost the chat. Dun, dun, dun. Ah, Tasman wants ADA. Should we have a little look at ADA? Here, Optimus, if you want to 5% daily, then you can talk to one I chatted on Telegram. He said he could get me 10% daily, only needed to put 25k, unless it was 4%. Sounds like a bit of a scam there, Hero Optimist. I wouldn't transfer any of your money. Pratik says, congrats, Chester, many more subs to come. Do appreciate that, man. Do appreciate that coming through there. If you have a look at the little sub target, we were sat, the target was 1,400, and we've surpassed that, guys. We've smashed it today. So yeah, thank you ever so much. Amazing stuff there. And guys, if you are new to the stream here, I do stream every single day, Monday to Friday, and also, We do have an amazing Telegram group coming through there, which is, I've got on my watch list what I'm doing, which is in the description, guys. Amazing Telegram group in the description here. And yeah, it's a very tightly knit community. There's about 200 members of us, and we all talk crypto 24/7. Amazing stuff there. It's a great community, I must say. Like, granted, yes, it's my community, but it's our community as all of us together. It's a community. It's good stuff, right? It's good stuff. You won't regret it if you did want to join it. And also, I do have my shopping list in there as well, in terms of altcoins, right? Which I'm going to be updating very soon. Superman coming through there. Let's go, Chester. Amazing stuff there. Hints. Massive fly, right? Should have seen what happened to me yesterday, right? Obviously, I had my headphones on. I was working all day in my office, and there was a fly inside my headphone, and it was just, like, eating my ear. Awful. So I got, like, a massive bite on my ear. It's just dreadful. So, yeah, as you can see here, we do have a symmetrical triangle planning out here for Cardano. Bit of ADA coming through there. I mean, to be honest, if we are going to break to the downside here, as I just said, well, not as I just said, as we said yesterday, this is going to be the measure move to the downside here. Pretty strong, pretty bad. We do not want this, but if that is going to happen, then it is going to be a measure move to the downside in terms of percent for ADA to dump here. It's going to be around a 14.26%. And that's going to correlate very well with the volume weighted ATR band in terms of a bounce point there. Not quite getting down to that previous low there, so it would be a higher low if we did get down there. But ideally, we don't want to be getting down there. We want to see a nice bounce to the upside here. And to be honest, if we were going to break, I would have expected us to break earlier. And to be honest, also, if we jump to the bigger term timeframes here, we've got a very, very strong trend line from the previous all-time high coming through there to hold us up in terms of a level of support. And you can see the higher lows in terms of the momentum coming through in terms of this little micro uptrend. And this is why we're setting a symmetrical triangle coming through there. So yeah, it's quite unlikely that we do actually see us break down to this sort of zone coming through there. I 2x'd on HBAR right now. Do I take profit or hodl? Says something. Let me have a little look in a sec. Took a bit longs on coins during the fake news event. Crazy stuff there, grant you a wish. So yeah, as you can see here, we are looking for potential gains to the upside for Cardano, because we do have a lot of support basically playing out, as I was just saying, on the bigger term time frames. This horizontal at $2.31 there. Hopefully that is going to hold. It's looking like it's holding, and we are setting higher lows at the end of the day, which is bullish, guys. So yeah, it's not looking too bad for ADA. Hopefully we can see us reclaim the symmetrical triangle and actually get over some major moving averages here, and then we could be looking for a breakout to the upside. Ideal scenario coming through there. Let me have a little look at the chat there. I did say I jumped to, what did I say? HBAR, wasn't it, for something? Let's have a little look at that for you there, sir. HBAR USDT. Yeah, that is the one. Well, what an interesting chart. So bloody English. Now, all-time highs? All-time highs? What was your entry, man? What was your entry? I'd be intrigued to know, because obviously you've gone pretty parabolic over the last 4 days, right? Pretty crazy stuff there. Probably over the last 5 days. Yeah, pretty crazy stuff there. In terms of being parabolic, you know the rules here, people. We know the rules on this channel. If we're climbing Everest, imagine this is Everest, the biggest mountain in the world. If we're climbing it with a really steep parabolicness coming through, we're going to get instantly rejected, right? We're going to get instantly rejected if we keep going parabolic. These curves are not healthy. What we need to do is come down. We need to rest here at base camp 1. Base camp 1, we need to get some air, we need to get some food, and then we could be taking another leg up, right? We're going to get our energy. You can't just climb Everest without resting at base camp 1. So yeah, this is the scenario that we are looking for here. We're likely, what I would say here for you something, we are seeing near enough new all-time highs getting reached here. And we know there's another new all-time high rule that we do use here. If we see new all-time highs, 80% of the time, we actually retrace to previous all-time highs. And in terms of that, it's going to be these horizontals coming through here, because these wicks, they're up there, but they don't count because we haven't had the candle body closes there in terms of the daily chart here. So yeah, this is going to be the target price point for HBAR, I would say now, and that's going to be around at 41 cents there, 40 cents there. That's going to be the correlative point. And we do have a volume weighted ATR band saying hello there as well for a bounce point around 41.92. And you can see, obviously, that is this little tiny thin line coming through here, guys. As you can see, we actually bounce off this in terms of a lovely level of support. When we're above it, we trend above it pretty well, right? We trend above it pretty well and seeing the momentum. But when we lose it, right, it acts as a point of resistance. Now we've broken it to the upside, so we're likely to come down and tap it there. There's a lot of scenarios here there's a lot of scenarios saying that we are actually going to be coming down from this point, not drastically, but when, as I said, climbing Everest, we need to be retracing for a bit. Basecamp 1, bit of consolidation, and then we can talk about another leg up there. That's the healthiest sort of scenario. Otherwise, you're just going to crash off an absolute cliff. You're going to base jump off the Grand Canyon there, and nobody wants that, right? Nobody wants a base jump off the Grand Canyon. So yeah, that's what I would say. To be honest, you got it at 9 cents. Wow, amazing stuff there, something. Amazing stuff there. Cool stuff. So yeah, very good. Should we do some percentages for that, actually? Because we do... Oh, 19 cents. Relax. I was going to get really excited there, man. 19 cents there. Yeah, that's still insane there, bro. That's still an insane buying opportunity. Let's just that for simplicity's sake. So yeah, up 137%. You can't complain. Really. But yeah, as I said, the rules that I would be looking for, if it was me, I would have been taking profit like continuously all the way up now. And yeah, I'd probably be leaving and saying goodbye. Depends whether you're hodling or whether you're whether it's just a trade, right? But yeah, all-time high rule. I would say we are going to retrace back. Let me have a look at that. Bake, please, says Hin. Let's have a look at bake for Hin. Just gonna have some smoothie, strawberry and banana. Harry says, what do you think of Matic? Harry, the technology for Matic is good, right? It's good. But, when we saw the first insane crypto crash coming through there in May, we jumped to long-term time frame, right? In May, right? And when we saw this insane crypto crash, it's obviously Bitcoin, Matic saw a low, and then it pumps up 230%, right? It pumped up 230%. It was the only coin actually pumping like crazy, right? It was the only coin actually pumping like crazy, and it was kind of powered by FOMO, right? So it's kind of giving it a bad name, because after that FOMO was done, and we did see Matic actually take a bit of a reversal. Should I just jump to the chart quickly? let me jump to Matic very quickly, because I am talking about it right now. So yeah, let me jump to the daily quickly. Yeah. So as you can see here, from that insane crypto crash coming through. Let me get to this. From the insane crypto crash coming through here, and we saw a low of around 74 cents. So we pumped up like 230%, I think it was, right? Yeah, like 225%, something along the lines of that. From there, the FOMO basically ended, and then you can see this downtrend. The confidence of Matic was just terrible, setting lower lows, getting lower than the previous crypto crash. Pretty awful stuff indeed. Granted, yes, we have been starting a nice uptrend from here, but the confidence is just lost with Matic, in my opinion. It's not the best thing in the world anymore. It never was, really. But at the end of the day, that technology is good, right? The technology is there, but we just need to wait and let it gain a bit more confidence, because I think a lot of people have got a negative outlook on Matic at this point. For me personally, I do. Like I swing trade as well, so I'm not really that I don't really favor coins that much, apart from my hodl, right? But Matic is one to watch for the future. But at this point in time, there is not that much confidence in Matic as a coin itself, right? I'm just gonna cough, and then we're gonna be jumping back to bake, because I did say I'd do a bit of bake for Hin. And I did get sidetracked by myself. Yeah, so let me have a look at bake. I've still got a pretty bad cough. I think I've got a chest infection or something pretty bad. So yeah, we do have a descending triangle. Nearly just tripped up there. We got an ascending triangle coming through. We're seeing a lovely support getting played out here, actually. From this zone around this $1.88. They're interesting stuff, actually, because it did actually look like we were going to break, and it's just a clean example of a trap coming through here, guys. Now, if anyone did enter this short position, you would have hopefully had a nice take profit hit, right? Because that's why we stagger our take profits. We would have had something plotted in here just because of the previous support that we can see along this zone, right? Previous support we can see along this zone, and if we were going to be entering any sort of short from the breakout from this chart pattern here, your first take profit would have been at $1.81 there, and this is why we stagger our take profits for scenarios exactly like this, not going for the full measure move, just because you see retracements coming through that, you see reversals in terms of the price. It's just a clean-cut example of that actually happening there. So yeah, let's get rid of that measure move for now, and let's go on the basis that this trend is going to continue, right? Let's go on the basis that this trend is going to continue here for bake there. Let's look at a potential position that we could be looking for in terms of a breakout, right? This is going to be the measure move we are looking for, going on the most recent uptrend, because we're breaking out to the upside. This is what we are going to be looking for in terms of a percent, obviously, guys, speculatively speaking here, and nothing I say is financial advice. You got to go do your own research for any of these positions that I do say here. Some people message me like, oh, thank you ever so much. You showed me a really good trade position. I'm like, no. I may have given you a little bit of education on a potential position there, but you've gone and done the research. You've gone and done your own TA then. You made your own choice. Just this fly around my office just keeps hitting me in the face. It's really annoying. So yeah, as you can see here, we've got a 9.68% gain there for Bake there if we are going to break to the upside. First things first, we need to be getting over this 21 moving average, and also you can see this downward sloping resistance line, which we've got to get over in terms of the breakout, in terms of this ascending triangle chart pattern that we've got coming through here, guys. So yeah, breakout point is going to be around this sort of zone there. We do have the price action channel coming down as well, which determines whether we're in an uptrend or a downtrend. If we can get over that, it's going to be looking pretty progressive to the upside. I would be staggering to take profit to start off with at this 55 moving average if it gets there before we actually come up and challenge this lower high. The lower high horizontal that I would be looking for in terms of a take profit point is going to be $2.07 there. The next take profit I would be looking for is probably going to be around this $2.12, obviously going on the previous candle body closes there, and a lot of wicks, a lot of tests to the upside in terms of the resistance there. That's what I would be looking for Bake there, and obviously, as I just said, the 55 moving average coming down as well. But yeah, in terms of what it's looking like right now, it is looking bearish, but this uptrend is actually looking pretty good in terms of recovery from this zone. We're looking at around percentages around, I don't know if 8% from that low point that we did see coming through there. So yeah, hopefully we can actually keep this momentum up. We've got this volume weighted ATR band, which acts as a level of support now. So if we are going to come back down here, if we are going to see a trend reversal, we know we've got another lovely little bounce point potentially planning out here at $1.91 there. So yeah, interesting point to be looking at for the future there for Bake. But Hin, you were saying, what were you saying? You said you had an entry point, I think, actually. I invested at 1.96. 1.96. You got wrecked then, sir. 1.96. So you're literally bang on entry, right? You're literally bang on entry. What was your targets? You're not in a breakout. You're not. To be honest, man, it's not. I would have waited, to be honest. That's me though. I trade on swings. I trade on breakouts. That sort of scenarios, right? For me personally, I wouldn't have just jumped in the middle of a descending triangle, especially in sort of a market like this. But yeah, if you have a winning trade or a losing trade, you just got to ask yourself, if it's a losing trade, you need to step back. You need to dissect that position in terms of why it was a losing trade, find out all the factors, and then basically use that in terms of a lesson for the future, because then you can weigh it up in terms of your next trade and be like, oh, that happened last time, right? Okay, I'm not going to be doing that because that's a mistake that I made, and that's why I lost that trade. But yeah, let me have a look. Get your altcoin request in the chat, my people. Get your altcoin request in the chat. Should we do a giveaway? Should we do a giveaway? Should we? I think we should. Let's do a little giveaway. It's my first giveaway I've ever done on stream, right? So yeah, hopefully it's going to run smoothly. I know, I did a little one, right? I think everyone wants Alice, right? So yeah, let me pull up Alice and we'll do a bit of a giveaway. So I do have an ultra package group. This is where I have 4 indicators that provide information, and I run these indicators and basically give the information into this Telegram group. I usually charge $95 a month for this group, right? $95 a month, and I'm here to give away. It's a giveaway, 2 months for free. 2 months for free in this group, right? I know quite a few of the OGs are coming through, and they are already members of this group, and they're on their 2-month free trial because I like to give back to my community. But yeah, so I'm gonna do a little giveaway. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 10, guys. 1 and 10. Whoever guesses the number first is going to win the giveaway. Number between 1 and 10. Number between 1 and 10, guys. Whoever's first in the chat there, I will add them to the Telegram group. And yeah, it's basically like $200 free. Basically gives you like trade information and stuff like that, right? So yeah, we'll see who's first in the chat there. And if you message me on Telegram, I'll get you added to that group there. In terms of Alice right now, we are looking at a descending triangle. Again there. You're the man, Chester. Much appreciated. Not a problem there. We have got Army Medic. Army Medic has won the giveaway there. Crazy stuff there. Yeah, Army Medic. Message me on Telegram, man, and I'll get you added to that group there. Amazing stuff there. And that's gone. Chat's going crazy. That's gone pretty well. Amazing stuff there, guys. But yeah, so as you can see, let's carry on with a bit of TA, right? Let's carry on with a bit of TA. And guys, I am going to be doing this giveaway every single day. Every single day. I find it funny I put the 3 on the chart, right? I'm gonna be doing this every single day. So yeah, make sure you tune in every day, and yeah, you could have the chance to win access to my Ultra group, which is near enough $100 a month, right? And you basically get a 2-month free trial on that. So yeah, as you can see, so yeah, make sure you tune in every single day, and you could we'll basically do this giveaway every day, so you get a chance, right? But yeah, just gonna yeah, as you can see here, we do have a descending triangle for Alice coming through there, and as you can see, we are looking for a potential breakout to the upside here, or a potential breakout to the downside. I mean, to be honest, we did try and break out to the downside multiple times here, but didn't have any luck, right? We didn't have any luck. We actually saw a lot of buying back coming through there, and I think Alice is that game, right? Is it an NFT game? I can't remember. I'm quite new to the NFT sort of gaming space there. I'm not quite that educated as of yet there. I'd like to get there in the future, but at this point in time, I'm not that educated. So let me know, guys. I think Alice is that game, right? It does ring a bell. But yeah, just spam anything in the chat, says Elephant. Amazing stuff then. 65 likes, guys. You guys are killing it out here. Should we look at the subscriber target? Because we had a subscriber target of 1,400 subscribers today. What are we on? We're on 1,408, 1,409. Amazing stuff there, guys. Smashing targets coming through there. And yeah, guys, if you are new to the channel here, I do stream every single day, Monday to Friday. Ryan says, can you do Shib, lol? No, man, probably not. So yeah, I might have a little look at Shib. Yes, my neighborhood Alice. Yes, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. And Donna says, make sure you join the Telegram group, guys. It's an amazing Telegram group. It's a nice, tight-knit community. If you're new to trading, this is the place for you. You can ask people to do TA for you, and they will. We've got some professional traders in there that like doing that. It's good stuff. So yeah, if you are new to trading, that is a safe space. Also, for you guys to be answering questions as well there. Now, let's look at potential breakout scenarios here for Alice. I think we are going to jump to the longer term time frame just to get a little bit of a gauge in terms of what's happening with the trend, because these games, we tend to see them trending quite well. Axie, AXS, trending up continuously, right? So yeah, we might actually touch on Axie as well. We'll have a little look at that. And yeah, as you can see, they go a bit parabolic here, and then obviously consolidation here again. As I said, climbing Everest, guys, parabolic motion coming through there. Now, we're looking at consolidation coming through there. Mr. Army Medic has done a super chat. Appreciate it, CC. Appreciate you, man, coming through, and it's going to be a pleasure to add you to the group. And if you do have a request, man, super chat laws do stand. If you've got a request, put your request in the chat, man, and I will do that for you. It's an NFT game, my neighborhood Alice. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And yeah, we've seen these NFT coins actually doing really well recently, which is quite nice. Apart from obviously this insane dump, right? But before that, we're seeing nice, healthy uptrends. From there, obviously resting at base camp one in a nice consolidation area. Let's jump down to a smaller term time frame, and we'll see what's good coming through there. Can you do Hex, please? Ever? Thanks. Can you not do Hex? Oh, right. Yeah, I'm with you. Can you not do Hex, right? Yeah, what's everyone's opinion on Hex? Because obviously the guy is like, the guy who owns it is like apparently a scammer or something. Drop my pen. It's apparently some scammer or something, but yeah. Oh yeah, there's the gaming. We do have an NFT gaming Telegram chat as well. That is in the group as well. It's quite new. It's only around 20 or 30 members, but so yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how that does well in the future. But yeah, Alice, this is gonna be the breakout scenario that we are looking for Alice. Staggering take profits continuously at previous lower highs, as you can see here, guys. Pretty crucial points there. 13.21, 13.6 there. If this uptrend is going to continue, this is what I am going to be looking for. Now, to be honest, if we are going to see any sort of reversal in the price right now, we've got volume weighted ATR band. You can see how correlative in terms of the support these zones are, in terms of this little cheeky green line coming through here. This is what we are going to be looking for. So yeah, it's not even going to be looking too bad. Even if we bounce down to this sort of zone here, we can easily see us actually come up and recover from there. Amazing stuff there. Let me jump through to some more requests there, because you guys want some requests there. Can you do glitch protocol, Chester? Down, I don't think there's a good enough chart to be showcasing glitch. I don't think there is yet. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure. I haven't really looked at glitch in a while. I just do have it in my hodl. As you probably know, I do have do a video on glitch. So yeah, if you guys don't know about glitch, as in a coin, I'm not here to shill coins to you guys, but if you want to add something to your hodl, that's a pretty goddamn good coin. It's got some really good fundamentals behind it. What's Hex? Is it a cult? It is becoming quite culty, isn't it? Right? It is becoming quite culty. What should I have a look at? Still waiting for a request from Army Medic. Didn't quite get any. Should we do Avax or near? Should we do near or Avax? I'm kidding. Don't attack me. Still a bit of near. That's what you say anyway. Just gonna have some smoothie and we'll carry on. Strawberry and banana smoothie on a fine Tuesday morning in England. It's like 16 degrees. It's so cold, man. Now, interesting. Pretty dominant downtrend at this point in time for NEAR. We are on the 4-hourly here, so we did top out around 11 cents 42. 11 cents, $11.42. That's going to be our high point. Is that all-time highs there? Yes, I believe it is. That is all-time highs there on this chart, as we can see here. All-time high rule coming into fruition here yet again. We know what happens when we see new all-time highs, guys. We usually see retracements. We usually see retracements back to the previous all-time high. Granted, we didn't actually get there. Near enough got there. Didn't quite get there. So yeah, this rule hasn't actually come into fruition as of yet. So I would say we potentially even find a massive rejection point. Why is there a horizontal there then? There must be. Interesting. No, yeah, interesting. So it was the previous all-time high there, but no. Maybe the indicator's glitching or something. But yeah, so as you can see here, guys, we are seeing a potential. Oh yeah, that's probably why we're seeing a lot of resistance from this point. So yeah, I wouldn't even be surprised if we'd actually see a nice bounce down again. This downtrend continue, this micro downtrend continue at this point in time. And to be honest, as we're seeing here, lower highs are being set continuously. They're not being challenged, right? We had a little bit of a challenge of a lower high here, but no rejection. Pretty strong rejection, I must say. Pretty bad stuff indeed. We've got lower lows being set in terms of this trend. It's looking pretty rough in terms of being bearish right now. Rejection point at this horizontal is pretty, it looks pretty futile, right? We haven't validated this lower high, not quite confirmed as of yet, but the next target point is going to be all the way up here at $9.55 there, around 46 bucks, 46 cents away there. So yeah, quite a long way to go if we are going to get there, and we are already seeing resistance from this horizontal coming through here at $9.15 there. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if we do actually break through that and find a level of support. But even then, we've got the volume weighted ATR band coming through at $9.66 there. So yeah, it's looking pretty bearish indeed for the shorter term time frame for NEAR. I would expect us to be coming down to previous all-time highs there at around $7.38 there. This isn't gonna be overnight, guys. This is gonna be actually probably over a few days or so, right? And that is gonna be bang on the volume weighted ATR band. As you can see there, resistance coming through from there continuously. If we are trending above it, guys, we usually, obviously we don't have a lot of data here, unfortunately, for the daily, but we usually come back down and we usually test it and then bounce off it again and see new all-time highs get hit there. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see if that does plan out. I think the narrative in the chat there is Avax. Let's have a little look at Avax. And 66 likes. You guys out here. Amazing. Amazing stuff. Yes, interesting. So, Avax, right now, we're looking at this range was respected quite heavily. Now it's not. Now it's not being respected. We got obviously previous all-time highs here. We're currently sat on the previous all-time high. Yep, previous all-time high we're currently sat. And this is another scenario of the all-time high rule coming into fruition, guys. We set an all-time high, we come back down. 80% of the time we come back down. And this is why a lot of FOMO people get trapped out there. If the market is going crazy and we are setting new all-time highs, a lot of people are like, oh my God, I've got to get in. I don't want to miss out. Oh my God. And they get in and then it always comes back down to the previous all-time highs, right? So, well, 80% of the time. So it might even be more than that in terms of percentages, right? So yeah, I would be expecting actually it to bounce here. We're on the volume weighted ATR band coming through at $5.34 there. We're still setting higher highs. We've still got higher lows coming down here. If we are going to see any sort of retracement, we've got a low point of around this 36.90 to get over. And to be honest, we're miles away from that. We're literally miles away from that in terms of a rejection point coming through there. And also, just looking at the chart, it's speaking to me a bit here. We actually had a bull flag chart pattern coming through there after this parabolic motion to the upside, right? After this parabolic motion to the upside, we've got a bull flag chart pattern coming through there, and we know what that means. It means continuation to the upside there. In terms of a measure move for that continuation, it does look like it's been completed as of yet. Yeah, it has been completed. So yeah, we can actually probably see a retracement coming down, probably to this volume weighted ATR band, sat around this $50.64, and then hopefully after that we can see a nice level of progression to the upside from there. That's going to be the ideal scenario coming through there. Yeah, as I said, parabolicness coming through. After we see this parabolic, this mountain Everest getting climbed here, we need to be resting at base camp 1, right? We need to be resting at base camp 1 for it to be valid, right? Let me just draw a little example there of a bit of the old Everest coming through there, because we use this quite a bit on the channel, right? We use this quite a bit on the channel, a bit of Everest and a bit of base camp 1, right? So yeah, let me draw that on. So yeah, if we go in parabolic like so, guys, we're trying to climb Everest. This is the analogy. We're trying to climb Everest, biggest mountain in the world. We're not going to get to the top here unless we rest at base camp 1, get some more food. We get some more food, get some more air, and then we could be looking at another leg up, right? So this is actually a very healthy scenario, what we are seeing here for Avax, because we have rested, we have chilled out. Now we're looking for another leg up here. So yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Let me look at VeChain coming through that. And then, guys, I'm probably going to end the stream. I'm pretty tired. And it's and I'm going on a hike today. I'm going on a hike today. It's my birthday hike. No, we're going for like a 5 to 10 mile walk. It's gonna be quite cool. In the country, in the English country, in the pissing rain. It's like 100% rain like all day. So yeah, it's gonna be a wet day, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun. Got to experience life, guys. Experience life in nature. Not stuck behind screens all day, every day. To be honest, I am, but it's nice to get out. So yeah, as you can see here, symmetrical triangle chart pattern coming through there. 1 hour chart for ADA, says Pratek. Potentially, man. I'm probably not going to jump to ADA again. I did do ADA coming through at the start of the stream, I do think. So yeah, if you did want to jump back to that, you can. What's the price for ADA at the moment? $2.39 there. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that's better. Symmetrical triangle coming through there. If we are going to break to the upside here, we need to be weighing out the options here for VeChain. Not looking too bad. I mean, it is a bearish pennant chart pattern coming through after seeing a dump like so and then a symmetrical triangle. It is a bearish chart pattern, unfortunately. It does mean continuation to the downside, but we have tried to have continuation to the downside multiple times here, and we haven't. We've just seen a nice uptrend actually forming from this zone there. So yeah, it's not the end of the world, but I would say crucial points to be watching here is going to be the price action channel to start off with at 11 cents 89. As you can see here, pretty big resistance point coming through there. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if we break that in terms of level of support. And then after that, we can talk about the idea of breaking this symmetrical triangle to the upside. But we do have the 55 coming through there. We do have the 200 EMA coming through there, and as well we got a lower high coming through here as well. So yeah, there's a lot of resistance to the top side here for VeChain there. So yeah, it's not looking too hot. Not looking too hot indeed. LR says, Bitcoin moving to upper targets then? Question mark. I think Bitcoin is on the way. It's on the way to the goddamn moon. No, let me do a review on Bitcoin, and then we are going to be ending the stream there, because I do a review at the start of my stream here and the end of my stream here for Bitcoin. So yeah, as you can see here on the shorter term time frame, guys, I'm going to be going through the short term time frame, the mid term time frame, and then the long term time frame. So the short term time frame to start off with, guys, we got a symmetrical What's happening? We do have a parallel channel to the downside here, looking like so, right? We do obviously have this huge trend line coming through here. As you can see, major levels of resistance playing out here. And then also, support is futile. Support is being formed along this zone, as we were talking about yesterday. Potential bounce point coming through there. Potential bullish divergence coming through there. Looking for a progression to the upside. Looking pretty good indeed. Right now, we're looking for a breakout. We're currently sat on the breakout sort of stance there, looking for a retest, looking for an entry for Bitcoin there. Not looking too bad as well in terms of moving averages. The moving averages all coiled up. They're coming up to say hello, and when they're all coiled up, they're acting as a heavy, juicy, mega, giga level of support there. So yeah, it's definitely a point to be referencing there, guys, for the future. If we are going to be having a bounce point, it is going to be on this zone here, and that's going to, in terms of a price, it's going to be 45,612 there. And hopefully, guys, fingers goddamn crossed, we can break this horizontal coming through at 46,100 and 46,145. If we can break that to the upside, that's going to be the ideal sort of scenario here for Bitcoin. Then we can be looking for higher price targets. To start off with, we've got the 200 EMA at 46,431. We got a horizontal at 46,471. That, as you can see, very correlative point continuously along this line. After that, another horizontal coming through at 46,700. So yeah, it's going to be, I know it's not the biggest trade in the world in terms of a long position, but we're going to be staggering take profits all the way up here, hitting them continuously if this uptrend is going to continue. Now, looking at the midterm coming through for Bitcoin, we do have a broadening wedge chart pattern. As you can see here, major levels of support we are seeing along this zone, right? Major levels of support. Granted, yes, we did break it, but didn't have enough momentum to break it there. We actually saw a nice uptrend being formed, as we saw in the smaller term time frames there. Now, what can we see here? We've got a falling wedge chart pattern coming through there. And we know falling wedge chart patterns usually break to the upside, people. They usually break to the upside. As you can see, the measurement for this, which we did do at the start of the stream here, is going to be looking along the lines of this, right? Bang, bang, looking good. Breaking out scenario here. We've got a gray box zone here, a little bit of a gray box zone coming through. If I get that bigger. yeah, grey box zone coming through here around this sort of zone here. As you can see, this is going to be acting pretty much as a level of resistance here. It does look pretty identical to when we saw the crash in May, actually, although it is a lot smaller candles coming through there. But yeah, as you can see here, we are going to be looking at a 2.75% measure move, looking like so. Granted, yes, I know it's not as big as the measure move on the shorter term time frame, but hey, at the end of the day, what we're going to do, we're going to go 46,989, and we're basically, if we're going to be entering this long position here, we're going to be banging in a nice stop loss around that zone. It's not stop loss, take profit around that zone as well, staggering take profits all the way up, using all the time frame, all the chart patterns to our benefit there, guys. So yeah, this is the position that I am going to be looking for the future. I would like to clear this trap zone first, and then also we do have the 55 and the 200 EMA coming down to say hello as well, which could be acting as pretty prominent resistance points there. Now jumping through to Bitcoin here on the, actually no, let's jump through to the RSI coming through there, because we're at a pretty crucial point on the RSI. If we do see any sort of reversal coming through within the next hour or so in terms of the price here, the relative strength index will be falling down, and then we can be looking at a potential bounce point. In terms of a potential bounce point, it is going to be looking pretty correlative with, yes, you guessed it, a bounce point coming through on the lower term time frames, which could be a retest of these major moving averages of the lower side of this parallel channel, and then we could be looking at a nice juicy mega giga long position coming through there, mango juice dripping down your face. Yeah, that's what we're going to be looking for in terms of the midterm there. Now, in terms of the long term coming through, we do have a descending triangle coming through there, which we are breaking, which are finding a lovely trend line coming down from the top side here of the previous all-time high. Sorry, the all-time high there for Bitcoin is around that 65k there. So yeah, we're seeing a very heavy point of resistance coming through there. But recently, hello, that dump that we did see last week, that insane 5 minutes of craziness, right? That 10k drop in 5 minutes. We bounced perfectly, absolutely perfectly, famously in a sense, off the all-time high trend line coming down there. So yeah, that is acting as a prominent level of support. We can see the limit orders being filled there. Very good stuff indeed there. So yeah, if we are going to see any sort of correction coming through for Bitcoin, we know we've got a juicy bounce point correlating very well with the 200 EMA as well, down at around 41,800. If we lose that, hello, not good. We're going to be coming down to around 38,000. Yeah, 38,000, and then obviously we do have a lovely level of support coming through from this previous lower highs from that huge crypto crash down in May. Whew. Right, running out of breath here. Now, where are we? Where are we? Let me get back to yeah. So we got the moving averages coming through here. We got the 55 saying hello, the 55 SMA, and sorry, the 50 SMA, and also the 200 SMA as well. And you know what they're doing? They're coming through for a little cheeky golden cross. We know what a golden cross means, guys. We're looking at potential gains coming through for Bitcoin. And it's going to be happening on my birthday. It's my birthday tomorrow, and we're going to get a golden cross. What a day. What a time to be alive. Amazing stuff there. So yeah, we'll just have to see how that comes through tomorrow, and hopefully I'll see you all for my birthday stream in the morning. Same sort of time tomorrow. Actually, no, probably a little bit early, actually. Yeah, probably a little bit earlier. Probably around 9 a.m. UK time. It's around 12 at this point in time there, guys. But yeah, this is going to be it from me. It's going to be it from me. Thank you ever so much for tuning in to Crypto Chester. I do appreciate you all coming through. I do appreciate all the requests and all the likes coming through. There's 69 likes, ending on absolutely amazing stuff there, guys. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you all tomorrow for my birthday stream. But for now, I wish you the best of luck trading today, because it's a pretty bloody day. But yeah, for now, it's going to be peace out and goodbye from me, Crypto Chester.